Welcome. Actually, come 1st November is a very defining moment for all of us in Elken and in the US company. Later you will see why this is a very strategic alliance. We have the benefits of both companies. It's actually, like they say, it's a marriage made in heaven, you know. But then some people also say, so is thunder and lightning. Now, when this everything doesn't happen, it's almost like fated, you know. 3.5 years ago or thereabouts, we changed, right? And we didn't change our destination. We changed the plan. We changed the strategy, in other words. If it's not going to work for us, we need to change. Otherwise, we're heading into a brick wall, and we must understand that. So the whole issue is when we change from, the classic sunflower type of networking to binary, what happens was we didn't have any experience. I personally didn't have any experience. I think management also probably didn't know much experience. But we tried our best. And in fact, I can honestly say Mr. A.K. Khan have put out a lot in terms of money and effort to try and make it as good as we can. We went to Thailand about 3 weeks ago, somewhere there, and we found, right, the co-founders of the other companies said, if we did not switch over from the classic to iElken, binary, today this union, this alliance would not have materialized. Because it's just two opposing forces. We were not aligned. One is classic, one is binary. They just cannot align together. But because we switched over, and sure, it wasn't, well, how should I put it? In terms of the journey, it wasn't as smooth as we wanted it to be. But like I said, come 1st November, it will be a turning point for all of us who are in this. If you are new, it's good. You are a blank sheet of paper. We can write all the things we want to. If you have been some time with Elken, and also with this plan that we have now, it is also good because we have learned what we have learned and continue, right? Unlearn and learn and find that, wow, come 1st November, it is going to be so much better. We need to have the right mindset. We need to have a very positive mindset, because in life, nothing is straightforward. You have your ups and your downs. Whether it is your personal life, whether it is financial, whatever it is, there is ups and downs. Right? So, in all honesty, when we went over to Thailand, we found, wow, the plan, literally, they must have studied psychology, primarily because this plan, when you really get involved and understand, you yourself chases the whole thing. Your upline doesn't need to keep pushing you. You will automatically move and you want to go up and up and up. And there is no limit to where you can go. In the current plan, we will do a little bit of adjustments and highlight to you how we have moved from where we are now. Come 1st November, all of you who will start this journey, believe, trust that the company made the right decision, that all of us are going to be financially okay. It depends on where you're okay. You want to have your destination. If your okay is 10,000 US per cycle, that's fine. If your destination is 100,000 US per cycle, that is also fine, because this is very individual, okay? Where you are comfortable with. But I'm sure along the journey, you will find your dreams will change, will evolve, in other words. Things do change. Remember, right, when we were much younger, right, that's only a few years ago for some of us. When we were much younger, our dreams were different. When you were in your teens, your dreams were different. When you're in your 20s, your dreams are different again. 30s, 40s, 50s, because the priorities changes. But all said and done, so far got the point right. Okay. So all said and done, right? If we can have real financial freedom, a lot of things will be smoother. Our roads in life will be much smoother. So today, we're going to talk a little bit about the new plan, where it will take you from where you are now to heights you hardly can believe. So we need to thank Elken, right, for making this decision to have this alliance, without which I think we would be, slow moving. Elken is a company, it's like a giant, a huge elephant, very stable, slow. Right? It has some speed, but not that fast. The other company is a different thing. But let's talk about ourselves first. So we also have this wild geese spirit where, right, we will lead the whole of our network in Elken to where we want our destination to be. And of course, we need to thank a couple, Empire founder, Mr. Francis Chia and Ms. Tan Niseng. They too, from the inception of Elken, have led us all the way, and in fact, the last 3.5 years, they put in, sleepless nights to try and gel the whole thing together. It's not smooth, because there is a big change in terms of tactical, in terms of strategy, in terms of the plan. It's not easy, but they did sacrifice, and today they are flying all over. They just came back from Indonesia, and they're going to go different countries, because the whole area, they have their network, and it is their duty, they found, their duty and responsibilities to make sure those who want to reach the highest level, they give their best support, in other words. And of course, not to forget my wife, Joanne, who has also, actually she's my outline, to be honest, in this new thing, she recruited me. So to thank her for bringing me into Elken, and she has got leaps and bounds in advancing in technology. She went to courses, this and that, leaving the poor old man here behind. But it's good, it's good. All of us need to enhance ourselves, particularly in this era where the changes are happening so very fast. So talking about change, right? When we go down to buy things, like shirts, shoes and all that, we used to go to those department stores, Mid Valley, etc. But the youngsters of today, 30-40% do it online. I mean, it's going to be, more and more and more. And we were in Singapore, and a lot of the brick and mortar, the building, the shop lots, in other words, literally trying to find tenants. That's how bad it is. It is. Of course, they do have some, flagship stores here and there to show their presence as people walk around. But customers, far and few in between. The internet, right? The internet buying, the e-commerce has eaten 30 to 40% into it. So that is a very big chunk. And that's why Elken, and under Mr. A.K. Tan and Mr. and Mrs. Francis Chia, decided the old method of doing things were relevant, but we need to change to be more relevant for the future. So today we talk about education. We need to talk about Industry 4.0, isn't it? But people are going beyond that. And in fact, if we talk about IT, the first country in the whole ASEAN region actually is Singapore. Next comes Thailand. Then if I can remember correctly, it is Indonesia. And Vietnam. Sad to say, then Malaysia. We are not keeping up. But individually, we can do our part to keep up. We will change. But the faster we change, the better it is for all of us. Right? Then, when we talk about food, I'm hungry tonight, 10 p.m. What do? I have to drive out, isn't it? But today, no more. You can order Food Panda and Grab and what have you. So in fact, China, even midnight, 3 a.m. in the morning, some people work late, on the computer. They talk to other people in other countries, and they can order food. And within 10 minutes, the food arrives. So the world has truly changed. Our parents would not have been able to keep up with this. We are also not there at that. The youngsters, for them, it's a cinch because they grew up with this. And then we talk about hotels, where we went, I think we have to book. Then we call up the travel agent. Those were the days. Then we do something else and call up directly, right? Or email them, whatever. But now no more, right? We don't talk about Airbnb. When I was in England many years back, right? Some of you were not born yet. we have what they call bed and breakfast. And yet we still need to book ahead. Otherwise you drive there, this is full, that is full. But then it was plentiful, so you don't have to worry where the bed and breakfast is. Right? And it was cheap, much cheaper than a hotel. But in some areas, they don't have hotels, they have the bed and breakfast. But it was very, very nice. Right? So, but now it has changed. But all this like Airbnb, they don't even own any hotels, they don't own any houses or whatever. It's a different industry now. The same, right? When we talk about taxi, how frustrating it is, how people overcharge and all that. But now we have Grab or Uber, depending on the countries and all that. And they are good. At least you know how much they're going to charge you, isn't it? Right? So it is a very good industry, and it has changed. But the people who have not changed here, well, what happens? There is big competition, really big competition. Either we change or we disappear, right? And then those days, I myself used to buy a lot of DVD. But now you don't need to. You go down to YouTube or some other format, Netflix and what have you. You see tons of current and those yesteryears movies, whatever you have, documentaries. It has changed so very, very much. Meaning we need to change. Otherwise we go extinct. No, seriously, we're just like a big dinosaur. Talk about countries. Countries do need to evolve, meaning they need to change for the better. They need to have the modern technology to compete. It's a very competitive kind of environment. Whether it is us or other countries or other companies, we have to have this mindset of evolving. Now 3 years down the road, we may be doing something add on to make it better and more competitive, and we will be the giant. So the birth of the Elken Strategic Alliance. Now let's take a look. These two companies, right, where the benefits of resources integration. So what they have, what we have both, right? Combining all the talents, the wisdom, the branding, the support, and the channels, the different channels of doing the work. So for us, Elken, we have 24 years of history. And we, like I said, we are a giant, a real giant. And also 200 over products, a big range. And we also have this fantastic global GMP factory and distribution center. For those of us who have been over there, you'll be amazing. Well, you'll be amazed at how high the technology is involved, the money that is involved in making sure our Elken product is the best in the world. So when we were in Thailand, the lady, right, who translated for us, she was saying, it is a given. We don't have to talk about Elken product. They are the best in the world. Even they say they are not Elken, they are the other company, we went to see them. They also believe and trusted that Elken products are the best in the world. So you can just imagine, right? Their company and us combined, we will take over many other companies. Then we also have water purifiers manufacturing plant in China. We also went over there many years back to view it. Again, extremely high tech. Every part that came out is tested. And then when they combine the things together, it's again tested. So you can see, our company under Mr. A.K. Tan, right, really put in not only the resources, but also the technology to make sure that the products that we have and we also sell to other people are the best in the world. It is. So when we were in there, this place is called Tianjin Industrial Park. We thought we were in Japan. The cleanliness, the buildings, honestly, it's a different world. So then, when we walked around and drove in, there were tree lines, and there was not a piece of paper on the ground. Just imagine, it was a different world. Later, when we went into Tianjin, old China, that's China. It's a different world again. So you can just see that actually they're trying to raise the standard every time and everywhere that we go. Then we also have lots of branches, EK1 and 13 overseas subsidiaries. We are really a very huge company. It's just that we need, right, somebody or another company that is sleek, that has the speed. And this company comes to mind where they have the wellness product, the beauty products, the technology and the lifestyle, and they are already into 31 countries in a short period of 6 months or less. Now that's speed. They're using technology. So you can just imagine what we have and what they have, we combine, we can conquer the world. No, seriously. They have already taken from us, okay, 4 products. The lactose, the spirulina, L-Mygreno Young, and Life Extra. So these 4 products. And we will also go into e-commerce later, I will show you. Okay? So then we saw their boot camp. My goodness, I said, this is what we did before. At our NDT, at our manager seminar, at our RSM, ESM, they were all the same. They had the warm-up, they had these, what you call them? R&R, you know, they dance and they bonding. They gave about 4 hours, first half of the first day, bonding, play games, and that so that you know each other. There's no secret. So we were wondering, how come they are that fast with that kind of a speed? There's no secret. In fact, what they did, the Wildgi spirit, the win-win approach, the gratitude, the heart-to-heart, they emphasize the same thing. It's the system. We have the system. together with their kind of technology in terms of speed and all that, we will win the whole world. Then they also talk about mental attitude and perception. They had a outside speaker coming in. They talk about the mental. Everything is your mental attitude. What's the difference? We also had that education, right? And then they talk about the 3 true indicators, sharing, leveraging. They also talk about leveraging. They talk about teamwork. They talk about duplication and multiplication. Wow, I say, hey, we can do better than them because we have been in this for the last 20 odd years. They are only starting, isn't it? Right? So, hey, we found back our fighting spirit. We are better than them. It's just that they had a plan which we're going to adopt, something that gives them the speed, that's all. So today you're going to look at the plan and you're going to go back. You can't sleep, never mind, you got your upline's number, give him a call at 2 a.m. in the morning. Hey upline, are you asleep? I'm sorry, you're asleep, go back to sleep. Okay, then our reward plan. Just a run through here, we go into detail a little bit, right? If you come in at 30 BV, your team volume commission is at 10%. You come in at 300 BV, your team volume commission is at 15%, and you come in at 650 BV, your team commission is 20%. And this is for life. You come in at 650, forever. It's on and on. As long as you remain in what we call ElkenByDzyne, ElkenByDzyne. Okay? So unless you say, I don't want to work anymore. But it's okay, you don't want to work anymore, like just maintain your points and money keep dropping to you. This is what we call passive income. So maximum income capping starts at 50,000 US. Okay? Now for those of you who have been with Elken, you can compare where our capping is. Okay? 50,000 US times 4 is 200,000 Malaysian. 200,000 Malaysian. That is per cycle. Then you only start capping. So there's 2 cycles in 1 month. Okay? My house got a lot of cycles. But 2 cycles in 1 month, meaning 100,000 US, meaning 400 over 1,000 ringgit Malaysian. Is that enough? I think that's plenty, isn't it? But if it's not enough, later you will see there's more to come. Very low maintenance, starting at 30 BV in the start. Okay? Then later as you climb up the ladder, turns to 60 BV. Later when you start hitting this kind of numbers, it goes up to 120 BV. Okay, but 120 BV is how much? Sorry? 120 BV is 240 about 1,000 now. Okay, but you're making 1,000 Malaysian only, I'm not talking about 1,000 US. This one is 15,000 US per cycle. That one is only per month, 1,000. If you can't afford that, I don't know what you can afford. Okay, then we also have car, house reward. Oh God, this is so very much better per what I can see. Okay? Okay. So lifetime qualification for team volume compensation level. You come in, you buy a basic kit of 30 in terms of BV, your team volume commission is 10%. You come in and buy an advanced kit, right? 300 BV, your team volume for life is 15%. And again, you buy a premium kit, we call this a premium kit, 650 BV, PVC is 20%. 20% for life. It is significant. 10% of 1,000 is how much? 100. 20% of 1,000 is how much? Exactly. So you can see you double up for life, It is a payback. For those of us who are really serious about this business, come in. Otherwise, you come in and this later you got to talk. You got to buy another kit to upgrade. You have to buy again. Right? So you believe You trust, buy it straight away. Go for it, right? So it's in a single receipt during launching period. So when you come in, buy any of this kit, we call you a brand ambassador. And what does brand ambassador entitled to? First, you're entitled to retail bonus of 30%. So whatever is indicated in on the 1st of November, we have DP and RP. That's a 30% difference. And remember, this is a business. If your friend wants to buy from you, give it to me. You're my old friend. How can you make a profit from me? Never do that. You want, you come in and you enjoy your DP, distributor price. You understand? Because this is a business. You give it to this, you give it to that, you give it to that. Hey, you're running a business, you know. You're supposed to make some money, isn't it? But you're not making money because you're letting everybody buying at or enjoying it at distributor price. Don't you think that's a little bit silly? I think it is. Now when you make money, you want to go trick him for a nice lunch or dinner, why not? Now that's a different issue, isn't it? So business is business. We're not talking about a friendship. Yes, I'm still a good friend. But you want to buy that, you come in as distributor, you come in as a distributor, a BA in other words. It doesn't matter if you come in at the 30. You still enjoy DP. Understand? Otherwise, we will wreck the whole market. You buy, you come in, I sponsor you, we go for a nice lunch. I don't mind paying. Now that's a different thing. So I think we should have the right mindset. Adopt this as a business. A lot of us do the wrong thing. Then we have this infinity welcome bonus, 20%, right? And then, assuming I sponsor him, right? And then he sponsored another one. I enjoy. If I come in at the 20%, straight away I sponsor him. The first product he buys, he comes in as a BA, I enjoy 20%. When he recruits the next person, I enjoy 2%. And then the next person, the person behind him, recruit one more, I enjoy also 2%. So that's 2 and 2. Okay? The 1%, that person recruit further down, all the way down, you will enjoy the 1%, right? Provided you become a diamond. And then it will stop at the next diamond. Fantastic. Just by the welcome bonus alone is huge. But of course, we don't depend on the welcome bonus. We should focus on the team, TDC. Okay? We will talk about that a little bit more. Then, as you move out, what will happen? Right? You become a builder. A builder meaning you recruit 2 persons, one on your left, one on your right. Okay? We got no choice. The computer will do that for you straight away. This is very good. That means your outer line will keep on growing. Oh, I don't want to put on my outer right, I want to put it inside. You can't do that. No matter what you write inside, the computer will flip it and put it on the outside. So don't try to be funny with the computer. It will not obey you. It will automatically do that. Okay? Right? So that everybody contribute towards what we call the outer left and right. Then you will have what we call a power lane. So this is very, very good. In fact, we follow the system, we do it properly. Right? So we have one left, one right, then you'll start to enjoy the third and the fourth bonuses. We call team volume commission. So it depends on which kit you come in. Like we said, you're serious, come in on the 20%. So each team commissions every 2 weeks, right, thereabouts, up to 500,000 US per cycle, in other words. 500,000 US times 4, my arithmetic very poor. How much is that? 2 million. 1 month, 2 cycles, 4 million. You see this plan? If you're willing to work for it, you're going to be very, very rich. All of us, because we are the pioneers. Remember, we are the pioneers. We've just started 1st November. We are very lucky. We are at the right place, the right time, with the right crowd, with the right company. Yes. Give yourself a big applause. And to top that, that is only part of it, you know. You have your matching bonus, incredible 10%, and it builds, all the way to 1%, and that 1% again, infinity. In fact, the matching bonus can be as big as, if not bigger than your TVC. My God, your TVC is already so much, meaning 500,000 US per cycle, 1 million US per month, and that is going to contribute another million or more to you, depending on the size of your network. You're going to be a doctor or a country very soon. No, seriously. Can you imagine Elken, right, has done so very well, and we're only talking about Malaysia, you know, Singapore and Brunei. We did so well, isn't it? Yes. Now we have gone global. You can recruit all the people in the 31 countries that's going to be listed in there. You're going to see that in your computer, right? This includes US, Australia, New Zealand, UK, Australia, Japan, Korea. God. India is coming up, Vietnam is coming up. It's huge. So if we can do so well in Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei alone, what do you think about going global into 31 countries straight away? The mind boggles. And that's why I say this is a very defining moment. It's going to change your whole life. Grab this opportunity. It's not going to come again. You are the pioneers. Remember, you are the pioneers. You already have some form of a network. If you don't take advantage of it, who will? It is up to you to push it. Push the envelope for 2 years. You will hit as high as you can. Okay? So, to infinity. Now this infinity here has a qualification. You need to be a 3-star crown. Okay? So the 3-star crown, you start to make that 500,000 US per cycle. That's why I say these people put some psychology, but you will chase for that because you want this 1%. You chase yourself, you push yourself. Seriously, where can you find something with so little input? How much is the input? 650? 1,300 US. And you're going to make that kind of a money, 1 million, 2 million per month. Seriously, I cannot see any industry that can give you that. You want to start a food business today? You're going to put in 500,000 easily, right? The rentals and what have you, and the renovation alone will cost you a bomb. Then you've got to have enough money to withstand the 6 months or 12 months of holding period, because nobody knows you first anyway. And you can collapse just after that. But here we're only talking about what? 650 times 2 is 1,300 US. By hook or by crook, get that money out and put it in. Do your best, you can't go wrong. Later I will show you some calculation. Very, very quick, your money back. Okay? Then, as you keep doing it, what will happen is, you start to recruit 3 left, 3 right. You become what we call a pro builder. Okay? Now, when you become a pro builder, you are entitled to the 5th and 6th incentive. Global pool bank. You will get 1 share, right, Once you hit diamond, diamond, president, and crown. So 1% will go to diamond, 1% go to president, 1% goes to crown. And you are entitled depending on whether you are diamond, 2-star diamond, 3-star diamond. Same with president or crown, 2-star or 3-star. Then you get a bit more share. Then they put it in this wallet, give it to you. Come end of the year, you either have a good Christmas or a good New Year. Fantastic, really fantastic, or a good holiday, isn't it? Yes. So then you are also entitled to car and luxury home promotion. Well, this is again out of this world, fantastic. I cannot see a plan that can match this. So when we were in Thailand, what happened was they already started to talk to a lot of the Thai MLM companies. You know what happened? 3 companies closed shop and joined up. 4. Oh, you see, the latest information is 4 because you recruited another company. No, but seriously. Because no plan will give you 1 million team volume commission per month, US, not ringgit. I have not seen that. Have you? No. Isn't this exciting? Yes. Don't you think tonight you can't sleep? Yes. So call up your upline, 2 a.m. in the morning. Okay. So this comes in a bit of a summary. You'll be entitled to retail, infinity, welcome bonus, team volume commission, matching bonus, global pool bank, car and luxurious home promotion. Just these 6, right? Team volume and matching bonus will drive you nuts. No, seriously, when you really go into it and say, my God, how come I don't get this 10 years ago? Because 10 years ago the technology wasn't there. Today it is. So everything has changed, right? So there are certain things. So in the builder, right? Builder, pro builder, and then you have builder, creator. Your matching bonus, they kept it at 500 US. It is very fair, right? Let's take me for example. Not very clever. But I manage this one and this one on my left and my right. Fantastic, they can create all the way. And imagine my team, my matching bonus, huge, man. Is that fair? Not fair, I didn't do anything, isn't it? So they kept it, they want you to work. So you see the psychology of it, very, very good. You want it, you put some effort into it. Not very hard. You don't put so big hurdles that you cannot cross. Very easy hurdle because it comes naturally. So when we hit the director zone, right, then also we have a manager matching bonus cap, so of 3,000 US. But that's okay for people who are not, how should I put it, not very ambitious and all that, right, who has lays around, today a little bit not so fit. I don't mind 3,000 matching bonus cap of 3,000, but that's per cycle. That's 6,000 US. That's 24,000. Is still not bad, isn't it? Yeah. For someone who doesn't, have much money or whatever, and just happen to have that kind of a luck, I think that's okay. 24,000 makes a lot of difference. A lot of people don't get that kind of pension anyway. Okay? Right. So then, when you hit diamond, all hell break loose. Everything is for you. Okay, so when you hit diamond, right? So now you can see here to remain active or green light, you need 30 only. So by the time you hit director, you're starting to make a little bit of money. They increase it to 60. Here you make a bit more money. They also make it as 60. Okay, so it's very easy. 5 zones: builder, director, diamond, president, crown. So. And they do it with Very much simplicity, easy to remember. If you can remember these 5 zones, so the moment you become director, and then you hit 1250 BV, we call you a director in your pay rate. Huh? So when you double up to 2,500, we call you a 2-star. You double up to 5,000, we call you a 3-star. Easy, very easy to remember, isn't it? Right? And then imagine this is your pay rate. You're on 20%. 20% of 5,000 is how much? 1,000 US per cycle. So 1 month, 2,000. 2,000 is almost 10,000 plus your matching bonus. Not bad. Quite good. Good start. Not very hard. Okay, because you have 3 left, 3 right. So even if only 1 on the left and 1 on the right is very active, you still will reach there. Very, very easy, much easier. So then when we hit diamond, right, 10,000, 5,000 become 10,000, become 20,000, then 35,000. So we will call you 2-star and 3-star. The same with president. From there we have 50,000, 100,000, 250,000. So by here, this you can see you need to jump here. That's why we say we have a capping. Remember earlier the slide, we say we cap at 50,000. So all this, and then here the crown. Crown you have to have 500,000 pay rate, 1 million, 2,500,000. 2,500,000 times 20% is how much? 500,000. That's where we want to aim for. That's where you want to go for. Now, if everybody were to aim for that, will you reach there? You will reach there. It's a matter of 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years only. But now remember, the pool of people is not just Malaysia, Singapore, and Brunei. It is all over the world. We've got 31 countries. Indonesia got how many million? 400 million already, so fast. Wow. 460. 260. Actually, it's not correct. 260 and 3. No, just joking. But okay, 260. 260 times 10%. 26 million. That's almost the whole population of Malaysia. All rich people. We say 10% rich or affordable people, isn't it? So you can just see the market size. Can you just imagine, just with Malaysia and Indonesia alone, you can also become a 3-star crown. Can you see that? Yes. You must not only see it, you must believe it. Not only believe it, you must take action towards it.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
A lot of people during school days, the teacher says, "Can you see?" Yes.
Yes.
Do you believe it? Yes. Can you do it? Then you come out F, fail. No, you must take action. You can't fail. It's a matter of how fast you reach the 3-star crown. It's a matter of how fast. India will come into the picture. And what's the population there?
2 billion population.
No lah, don't multiply so fast lah. When you get there, maybe you hit 2 billion. Naughty fella. he's still dreaming, you know. Okay, let's say just 1 billion. 10% of people is 100 million, you know. So seriously, right? Okay, let's take Australia. How many people? About the size of population of Malaysia. Let's round it up to 30 million, okay? But don't forget, the pay there, you work per hour is 30 Australian dollars, okay? 8 hours a day is 240, isn't it? This one is only 650, 1,300. Their pay is so, and their dollar is so strong, for them to get into the 20% is so much easier. So you see, we look at the countries, even though small population, in 2 or 3 months, they already had 1 2-star president in Australia. They already had another one in Tokyo, Japan. So you know, they're pushing the big ones. Don't go for
Small fly.
The 30 BV. Don't go for the 30 BV. You know the co-founder in Thailand says, I give you 10 lifetime. You can't even hit diamond. No, serious. How can you succeed if you just, I don't think that he wants. Better chance for him to come in if I just push the 30 BB. But you'll be walking like a dog until you die 10 lifetimes. Serious. Push for the big packet. Later we will do some calculation and you can see why. How fast you can go depends on your belief, depends on your determination, depends on your courage to work towards the 500,000 US per cycle for yourself. So we talk about the global empires, global platform, we are talking about 30 countries, and more will be added. It's not stagnant. Remember the countries we mentioned, it is also all that, okay? Including the 10 countries that Malaysia are in. Then, excuse me. This is going to start on the 1st November. We're going to have auto ship. So people are going to sign up, so things will be done all by the company. They will be sent on a monthly basis to them, and then will be credited into their their credit card and so forth. Easy? Much easier. So much easier, and you can do that for other countries as well. Fantastic. Seamless integration. All these countries are into one. Integrated into one. Let's say you are on the Malaysian platform, you sign up in Malaysia now, obvious, isn't it? But you sign up somebody in Singapore, whatever they buy is also under you. You sign up someone else in Australia, it's also under you. It's just that they may be under a different platform, but it's okay. Seamless. Everything comes towards you. Not like the classic one. I got to go down to Australia and start another 5979. I go to India, I start another 5979. I go to US, I start another 5979. You can't do that. You can't split yourself so many ways. But this one you can. And you can do it on the internet. You can now WhatsApp, Zoom, whatever technique you want to use, go ahead, do it. New e-commerce website. Here you can also buy and sell. There's so many things. That's why I say this huge giant we call Elken merged with somebody sleek, running like a panther, fast. We combine it together with a kind of plan where we can have $1 million US a month. If you work towards it, nothing beats this plan. You must have the courage to talk to people, right? Talk to people that we are on to something new, something that can give us real financial independence. Something, I always say it is a defining moment for us come the 1st of November. So realization of dreams is possible if you are willing to follow and act on it. So take a look, okay? What Jack Ma says. He says there are 4 stages of reaction when majority of people come across an opportunity. So some people really, because the mind is not opportunity driven or slanted. Opportunity comes, they don't even see it. Not only I suffer from that too. In fact, one Singaporean asked me, Gabriel, do you want me to teach you how to make money or not? My company was so good, my boss was so good. I said, no need, because I thought I'm going to be a multi-millionaire when I retire. I lost the opportunity. I should have grabbed it and see how it works. Why not? There may not be any clash of interest anyway. So I can't see it. So many of us may not be able to see this plan Hey, I can't see it. But you will miss it if you can't see it. But believe it, work it, things will start to happen. Okay? Some of us are too snobbish, professional people especially, like those stupid engineers here. How many engineers here? You attended that one, I said engineers are the most stupid people. So anyway, you have also. The professional people say, this is not for me. How can I go and talk to people? It's below my dignity. It is not about dignity, it's not about looking down on. Because sometimes we get wrong impression. Why? Because you see, MLM is such, any Tom, Dick and Harry can join in. From the very well educated to the very least educated. And some in between are not ethical too, isn't it? And we could have met some of these people who promise you heaven and earth, but deliver you hell. So, no, seriously. And when we come to something wrong with the machine or whatever we buy, you say, hey, sorry, you could just call the company yourself. And it gives a very bad impression of MLM. Unlike certain professional qualified bodies like accountants, engineering and whatever, you need a certain minimum qualification before you can go in, isn't it? So at least they vet the whole chunk out, right? So here there's no vetting. As long as you got that money, you join, right? Some people doesn't even give you the kind of service, isn't it? Right? So it gives a wrong impression, that's all. Actually, it is a very good impression. So if we have the right attitude, we give the right service, you can't go wrong. So looking down on it, it's not the right thing. Then, some people see the thing and cannot understand. What to do? Don't work it. Right? So there are things, later on in the next slide, you can see it is very correct. I will come to the next slide. And then, by the time you can understand, you don't want to look down on it, and then you can see it, too late already. It may not be too late, but too late in a sense, a lot of your friends already joined, a lot of your relatives are already joined. So it makes the journey a lot slower, a lot harder, isn't it? Right? So don't have that moment. Go for it now. So the question is, do you want it? He's pointing at you, huh? See, he's pointing at you. Do you want it?
Yes.
No, seriously. So you have to be very emphatic about this, because you really must have that from inside. When you want it so bad, nothing can stop you. So EKBD, ElkenByDzyne Operation Module, a proven and successful operation module to help you in pursuit of financial freedom, creation of passive income through global online to offline, offline to online networking business. So you can see how much this compensation plan can give you. It's a matter of working it through. So what we will do now, there's only 5 steps here, but actually we can condense it to 3 later, I'll tell you what. So take a look. The first step, you need to invest. If you truly believe you want to have the 500,000, it can only come about when you have 2,500,000 times 20%. That gives you 500,000. If you come in for the 10% times 10%, you get 250,000. Understand? Is that a big difference? A huge, huge difference. So come in at the 20%, 650 BB gives or take, so there's 1,003 times 4 is about 6,000, 5,000 plus. It's a one-time investment. But you get back in terms of products. So I think it is very, very good. The company, right, have your interest at heart and make this. You can pick and pack later on. Then, the 2 days. Right? Within 2 days, You get your left and your right. And when you get your left and your right, you push for what? 650 BB. So when you hit 650 BB, your infinite welcome bonus, 650 times 2, you recruited 2 person, right? Times 2, times 20% because you also invested in the 650, so that gives you 260 US dollars. Okay? Then your team volume, TVC, is split into 2. You balance this one, 650 times 20%, 130. Straight away you get USD 390, round figure 400. Okay? You invested how much? 1,003. Okay? So we come to the next one. We talk about US easier because you can go to any country, they can multiply whatever their currency is. So here, remember, 2 days you become builder, 7 days you become pro builder, meaning you have 3 left, 3 right. So 650, 650, 650, the same on this side. So we have 650 times 6, because these are all your recruitment, understand? Times 6. So we have 20%, we have 780 US. Then your team volume is 650 times 3 on this side, times 7%, 390. So that gives you 1170 US dollars. You put in 1300, isn't it? Almost 80% money back. You work for it now. It's not going to drop from the sky, but you push it. It doesn't matter whether it takes you 7 days or 1 cycle, it's okay. Push it and push it and push it, and they do the same and keep pushing it. Okay? So then the next one is in 60 days you qualify as diamond. How do we do that? Right? So you now become a pro builder, isn't it? So we make sure these same people, 2 days they become what? Builder. 7 days they become pro builder. So here got recruiter 6, 6, and the same. So that's the next slide. We give you a little bit more time. So 60 days, you qualify as diamond. So I won't go through the motion here. I can only say that you will make here 3,876 US dollars. More than your money back. You're already well on the way to your 500,000 US per cycle. Now 1 or 2 or 3 may drop out. It's okay. Nothing is perfect. Always remember that. But you keep on pushing and keep on pushing. If your target is 1 year, you want to be president, it is possible. Your target, it takes you a little bit longer because something happened along the way, some dropped out. Doesn't matter. The important is you don't drop out. You drop out, you become 0. Understand? Huh? Remember, the whole world is yours. We are now reaching that stage. Then, step 5, the same again, make sure that all those people also qualify as diamond under you, right? And what happens? Voila, 18,348. So 18,000 times, and then you have 77,000 per cycle. You already reached 144,000, 150,000 Malaysian ringgit per month. No magic. Work it as a team. Get your own team. Is it so hard? No. The beautiful part about this, don't worry if one side is so much bigger than the other side. Nothing is wasted. They let you accumulate on your power leg up to 10 million BB. It's just savings in the bank. The moment your pay leg grows bigger and bigger, and overtake that, all the money cash out. It is 10 million, you know. So if you compare to today's our Elken, isn't this so much better in every aspect? For those of you who are new, don't worry about it. Just work on it. For those of you who had some history, rejuvenate yourself. Find back your fighting spirit. Go, go, go. Okay?
Yes.
So, see how stupid I was. If I had this advice, I would have made a fair bit of million. But then nothing is lost, because if I had my few million, I probably may not be in Elken already. So if someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure you can do it, say, I'm not sure you can do it, say what? Yes. Listen, absorb the thing, then learn how to do it later. Today, because engineers are very stupid, I stand up here and talk, you don't understand, I don't blame you. Accept, say yes, do it, find out how you can do it, and you become a very rich man. But don't forget this stupid engineer standing up here. Buy me dinner every month. Okay, that's Richard Branson. He's a multi-millionaire in US dollars, and he is a very good advice. So one dream, one hope. And with that, thank you. But before I finish, remember I said there's some shortcut, magic number, right? So tomorrow go and buy Toto. 2760. Okay, 2760. Meaning when I sign somebody in, I make sure in 2 days, the 2 days, he becomes pro builder. Builder. Sorry. See, engineers very stupid. Sign someone in, within 2 days, builder. Within 7 days, 7 days, pro builder. Within 60 days, diamond. Good enough already. And then what does he do? He replicate the same thing, isn't it? So when your 6 become diamond, what do you become? President. When your 6 become president, what happens? Wow. And then when all your 6 become crown, what happens? You're going to have a life of luxury and passive income. No, seriously, in all honesty, I really hope you guys get something out of today's topic. If you don't understand so much, 2760, understand? Just do the same formula. Don't kena, so you could go in. Don't kena must come in. Kena also come in. No, seriously. This is a magic formula, easy to remember, easy to duplicate. Get your people, right? And you can't go wrong. So I wish you all success in the 1st of November. Thank you.